What did you make of Trump's Middle East tour? It was astonishing on so many levels. The way he was feted, the speech he gave, basically saying the interventionists, the neocons, got it wrong, and they caused a great deal of damage in pursuing regime change. And it seemed to be one where they were going to focus on the shared interest of prosperity as well as peace. It seemed to be as much about making business deals as it was about creating long-lasting peace.
It was really remarkable on so many levels. I called it deal-making diplomacy, because that is his way in bringing trillions of dollars of investment into the country, at least on paper. And the diplomacy was about, it really was shunning his own party, the Republican Party, and what they did in the Bush years and the forever wars, kind of giving a nod or paying respect to this very complex culture, imperfect as it may be, but saying it is not the West's job to go and impose themselves on that. And it was also notable, of course, because he did not visit Israel, and that controversy is part of that region, but he was there for these three countries and to have his mission of bringing money back to the U.S.
And again, people miss this in this country in particular, but a lot of Trump's policy positions is what the old school left used to have maybe a decade or two ago. So it's hard for someone on the left to condemn this, given it's what they've been advocating for a long time. Now let's switch to the UK, and Keir Starmer, he seems to be morphing into some new age Trump. Let's have a look at some of the stuff he's been posting online in recent times. This is his latest work. He said, if you work here illegally or employ people who do, we're coming for you. Illegal working rates are up 40% and we won't stop there. He posted that on Sunday. The day before, he posted this. For too long, Britain has been addicted to cheap overseas labour. While 1 in 8 of our own young people aren't in education, employment or training, I'm putting our young people first, Britain first. Ooh. Investing in skills they need and ending our dependence on foreign labour. A week earlier, he posted this. This is Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister. He said, if you want to live in the UK, you should speak English. That's common sense. So we're raising English language requirements across every main immigration route. And this settlement in the UK is a privilege that is earned, not a right. Again, this isn't Donald Trump saying this is Keir Starmer. And finally this, he said, the Tories lost control of our borders and let net migration soar to record levels, undercutting hardworking Brits. I won't stand for it. I promise to restore control and cut migration, and I'm delivering with tough new measures. British workers, I've got your back. Kosha, what is going on? How is this open borders leftist morphing into Donald Trump? If you didn't tell me that was Keir Starmer and you asked me which world leader had posted those tweets, I'd say Donald Trump.
Talk about a metamorphosis, and that is some weapons grade cojones, as they say, for him to just go and do that 180. And I think the reason is those are extremely popular positions. They have been for the better part of 40 years in the UK, in Australia, in America, in Canada, in the West. And it was a wide opening in the field that the right side of the aisle, for the most part, failed to take in country after country. And so he's taking it because it's a wide opening, and he knows it's popular, it's politically expedient, and on some level you've got to admire it because the left plays to win, and they will do what the other side, failed to.
Well, yeah, I mean, words are cheap. The rhetoric is there. Whether it's actually going to be backed up by action is another thing.
Yes.
Whether they've got the appetite to follow through, but they're worried about reform. Nigel Farage, we hear so much here about how Donald Trump cost the Liberals the election, despite the fact that they went in with a Labor-like policy. Farage is fine about cozying up to Trump, copying some of that ideology, and he's doing brilliantly. He's polling, and also just the recent council elections and by-elections, he did particularly well.
He is, and that's the other reason for this. It's politically expedient, as you say, and I think Starmer is trying to neutralize Farage as much as he can. But you're right, words are cheap, and if they don't follow through, they might do a token move here and there. But if they don't follow through, that issue Farage owns. So I think it'll be hard for Starmer to take that away from him.
And really, shame on the Tories. They were in government for so long and they governed like Labor. We're talking about the Liberals here having Labor-like policies. We had Tories governments who thought they were the Labor Party. Now, before you go, leftist activist and football broadcaster Gary Lineker will no longer be a presenter for the BBC after reposting on Instagram a story about Zionism which featured a picture of a rat, an image widely perceived as virulently anti-Semitic. Kosha Lineker is the BBC's highest paid presenter. He's getting paid more than $2.6 million a year. And he's got a long track record of this sort of activism. This isn't new. He seems to be a leftist activist first and football commentator second.
Indeed, this is a big scalp, though, and I think this is a bridge too far. So there are other examples of darlings of the left, like Mehdi Hassan comes to mind, for example, who was fired for making not similar, but topics, comments around that same topic, and especially Israel and Gaza, and then veering into anti-Semitism. So you reap what you sow, as they say in that case. There is a little bit where people say, as you point out, that he was saying all sorts of controversial political things for years against the right, against other groups, and never had his scalp taken. No. This, though, is the bridge too far, and he probably didn't see it coming.
And you know what? You would feel sorry for someone who you might say in this case has been a victim of cancel culture, but Gary Lineker was such an enthusiastic backer of cancel culture that there ain't no sympathy here. Kosha Gada, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Pleasure.